My love for learning about warriors and ancient history warriors came from actually Assassin's Creed. Like I was a huge Assassin's Creed guy. Yeah.
Nice.
And then I fell in love with like learning about the Italian Renaissance and the French Renaissance. And then from there, man, I just went balls deep into like samurais and Vikings and Spartans.
If you had to be transported back in time, either be a Spartan, a Sikh, a samurai, a Viking, which one would it be?
Oh, man, I have this debate every day. It all comes with my moods because I'll tell you why. Samurais were very peaceful, very philosophical. They were cultivators that were very community driven, very articulate, very calculated, and I love that. But there's something about the Viking and Norse culture that like calls to me, and it's primarily just like people don't realize it. They were farmers, man, and they were just going around trying to find better lands to farm. That's
Mhm.
literally like where they started to explore. But they had a certain engineering mentality. The way they engineered the longboats, the way they invented so like the axes, double-edged axes, they created a lot of things that people don't realize. You know, the
Hmm.
way they created their settlements, they were smart. They lived off the land like no other warriors, man. The way
Mm.
they would hunt, the way they would know about the trees and the fruits and the food. And there's a certain part of like Viking and Norse mythology that people don't know about unless you actually do the research. And they were smarter than modern day culture makes them out to be. Now the Spartans, on the other hand, they were very structured. They had a society about them. They had a chain of command about them. They had a lot of knowledge. They had a lot of education. They had schools because they would obviously teach their kids, and they had an art to their fighting and team. They were very team based. That's why they have the shield wall and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, right.
Like a Viking in a battlefield, they didn't have tactics and stuff, but the Spartans did.
Mm.
Whereas a samurai would be totally okay by himself. There's so much to it. So if you want to ask me like which one I would be, depends on the day, depends on the mood, depends on the environment.